Sports Podcast. I hope you all are having a wonderful day, and today we're going to talk about why Stephen A. Smith said the most blasphemous thing I've ever heard in my life. So, today I'm watching First Take, sitting around watching it, and I look up and there's a debate going on about who's the best player in basketball as we speak. Well, there's obvious choices. You have LeBron, Joel Embiid, Luka Doncic, Kevin Durant, Giannis. I mean, the list goes on and on. And Stephen A. Smith had the audacity to say James Harden is the best player in basketball. What? And he said, look at his numbers. Look at this, look at that, look at it all. Look at the Nets. Stephen A. Smith, respect you. You're one of my idols. I look up to you. But that's blasphemy, as you would like to say. That's ludicrous. You can't do that. Are you kidding me? Are we just going to negate what James Harden did in Houston for the beginning of the season? And I don't want to hear, he started the season out with 44, 17, and 15. Oh, that was an amazing start to the season. But what about after that? After that, he hit a cold spell. Or, I got a better one for you. He quit on his team. He quit. He was averaging 18 points, 6 rebounds, and about 5 assists. He's much better than that. Come on, Stephen A. Smith. And now he's averaging 25, 12, and 8. Those are great numbers. But he can't be the best player in the league when he's not even the best player on his team. The best player on that team has and always will be Kevin Durant. Okay, you want to say maybe he's not better than KD, but he's at least the second best player in the East, right? No. Not even close. That's Joel Embiid. And to me, if we're talking about this season only, not accolades, but strictly based on how people are playing right now, Joel Embiid is far and away the best player in the NBA. Far and away. Joel Embiid this year is the MVP of the league. Sorry, it's not LeBron. I love you, LeBron. You are the GOAT. But it's Joel Embiid. And people need to start putting some respect on the name Joel Embiid. Because I'm tired of hearing he maybe is the best big man in basketball. No, he is the best big man in basketball. He's the best basketball player in basketball. Joel Embiid does stuff with the ball some point guards wish they could do. He makes big men look silly. Joel Embiid is one of the best personalities in basketball, but he's one of the best players in basketball. When Joel Embiid is on television, it is a must-watch. Always has, always will be. But James Harden, how? James Harden does what? Gets a double-double every night? Whoop-de-doo. So what? I saw Russell Westbrook get a triple-double an entire season. And that got him 7th place in the West. The only person I could argue that's better than Joel Embiid this year, which I said again is ludicrous, is about maybe LeBron James, and that's because he's at 36 years old, playing better than anybody at the age of 36 has ever played. But if we're doing strictly off a player, it's Joel Embiid. Joel Embiid is a monster. There's not one thing he can't do. I mean, here's a stat that stuns me even to look at it. Joel Embiid is one of the first big men, actually one of the first players I've ever seen, to have an 85... guards do this all the time, but he's putting up guard numbers. At least 85% from the free throw line. If you don't know, that's outstanding. 60% from the field. And he's shooting about 50% from the... I might have screwed something up the wrong lines there. But he's doing stuff around the court that only guards are supposed to be doing, shooting-wise. Oh, I remember. And 40% from the three-point line. You have no idea how crazy that is to even say. He's shooting better from the three-point line than most point guards do. He's a big man. I mean, when you watch Joel Embiid play, there's things he does that just is mind-boggling. And I know I'm repeating myself on some things, but it makes no sense. How could James Harden even be said as a better player than Joel Embiid? Again, this is why I say the media is just used to push points across the way that aren't just for views, because that's a ludicrous take. Thank you for watching this episode of King's Corner. Hope to see you tomorrow.